Howdy ho. It is I, Yvonne. Yay. Okay. Oh, oops. Hold on a second. I forgot I was playing a game over here. I have to turn it off. I do too many things at one time. I'm also going to check and make sure that my live stream is up. Because if not, it's pointless, isn't it? As we all know, I've been having technical difficulties with my camera. So, last night, I was coloring on my feed paper that I had cut, and I realized some of my markers. Okay, good, it's working. Don't work. So I watched Lindsay the Frugal Crafter last night because I remembered her doing re-inking water-based markers, and that's what these are that are out of ink. And it was, I wrote down the measurements and everything, and I'll tell you here in just a second. That's glycerin. You want, hopefully that's open. No, it's not open. Okay. Always open everything before you start. I thought this one was open, and it's not. So we're going to use our bead maker to punch the hole. This I can fill this up. She said it's 1 tablespoon of glycerin. There we go. And I'll tell you what I'm putting it in. I dye my hair, and then I keep the dye bottles. I rinse them out really, really good, and then I wash them really good, and then I can use them. I have to just pull that off. Now again, this only works with water-based markers. This is not for your alcohol inks or anything like that. So it's 1 tablespoon of glycerin. And then you're going to use 1 tablespoon of water that I can't get open. And this is distilled water, because all you lovely ladies out there told me distilled water does not mold. So we want to make sure that we don't have moldy stuff. Minus a little bit I spilled on me. Now, she did say you could add anthem gum. The only anthem gum I have is in a powder form, and I would have to mix it up. She said it's not necessary. So this go around, I'm not putting in the anthem gum, or not anthem gum, gum Arabic. I don't know why I said anthem gum. But so with the gum Arabic, it's 1 teaspoon if you want to add that. So it's 1 tablespoon of glycerin, 1 tablespoon of water, 1 teaspoon of gum Arabic. Okay? Those are our measurements. So, and these are not for cooking, these are just for my crafting. Alright, then, not this marker, that's a paint marker. She said, is that my fine tip in? Yeah. Then you take your marker, and on the fine tip end, they come off easy. That was not supposed to happen. Not at all. You weren't supposed to nib out. But I think on this one, it's not that end that comes out. I think it's these. I've got the old. Yeah, on these, it's this one. Okay. So whichever end of your marker comes out, you're going to take that out and you're going to put 3 drops of that mixture. Let's see if we can get just 3 drops. Oh, wow. There's one. And I did shake this up. 2, 3. And then we're going to put that back on. And then we're going to shake it up and lay it flat. She said lay it flat for a couple of hours. Overnight is best. See, she did this in, but mine's not coming apart. I mean, I guess I could just do it from, I'll just do it from the nib. I'll just take that nib off, and then we can do it that way. Maybe it'll be easier. Okay, 3 drops. That's not easier. Not easier. We're going back to the other end. I want that off me. Let's go back to this end. I guess where mine's older than what hers were. See, you can see how dried out those were. I'm really hoping this works. Now, she did say if you have re-inkers, of course, re-ink them with the re-inkers. Blah, blah, blah. Now I can't get that to go back on. There we go. It snapped. Okay. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it! Oh, crap. That's like leaking. What? I don't want the crap to leak out. Lindsay? Why is it leaking out? It's not supposed to. Did I not get that on? I didn't get it on. That's why it leaked out. There we go. Make sure you hear that snap. These are my Stampin' Up! Water-based markers. And Lindsay the Frugal Crafter, I know she did how to re-ink them. It's 1 tablespoon of glycerin and 1 tablespoon of water. And if you have gum Arabic, you can mix 1 teaspoon of that into it. But I didn't want to mix up the powdered gum Arabic. And then you just put 3 little drops. That was 4. I can count, but you know. And this works for any water base. I have no idea. I'm assuming they still have markers. These are from, let me put my glasses down and see if I can see a date on them. I don't see a date. I really don't. But the ones that Lindsay was doing, did I do both of those? Yeah. The ones Lindsay was doing, this part of her marker came off. But on mine, it's this end that comes off. Oops. And not all of them were like dry, but they were dry enough that they didn't really make the color look good. I lost count. I did 4. Okay, so we did 3 to 4 drops. She said 3. I did 4. I don't think it'll hurt anything. And then she shook it up. Don't know why, but I'm doing what she did. But she said lay them flat. And that's how these kind of markers should be stored, is flat, so that the ink doesn't run out of them. And I know you're thinking, but yours are in a box. These are the ones that were dry. So that's how I separated them last night. So you can see there's still ink in them. They were just skipping. And the other thing Lindsay said was where we're adding the glycerin. Now we've just made, we didn't just refill them. Now they're embossable. So like your Crayola crayon markers, they're water-based. If they dry out, you can do the same thing to them. I get this at Walmart for like $3 something. But I know a lot of the crafters get it offline, a great big bottle, a lot cheaper. In the long run, it works out. No. I'm adding the water and the glycerin, which will reactivate the ink that's in here. But if this doesn't work, then if I have the ink pads to match before I sell them, then I'll take some of that ink and mix it with water and glycerin and put it in here. Are these still leaking? Or is that just a... So yeah, a big shout out to Lindsay, the frugal crafter. Anything to save me some money, because I really like these markers. These are really good markers. I'll show you with this one why. Let's see. Well, that one's not going to do it now, but last night this one was skipping. But I'm still going to add ink to it, or I'm still going to add a couple of drops drops of that to it. Maybe not as much as the other ones. Just do a drop to that one. Let's see. See how it starts out dark, but it's getting light? It's not supposed to do that. And if you don't have pliers, you can get really cheap pliers at Dollar Tree. I don't know if you can, the tip of the nib is starting to turn white. Then we give it a shake. Yeah, my dad was stopped by to get the quarter that I had, and then I have his hand tiller. We just can't find it. I just threw water all over the place. One nice thing about the glycerin is it makes your skin feel good. Well, see, I had my own personal toolbox. If you open that toolbox right now, most of my husband's tools are in it. And then he yells at me because he can't find his tools. I'm not the one who put his tools in my toolbox. He put his tools in my toolbox. And the man has like 5 toolboxes. I have one. And it was supposed to be for my dollhouse tools. I went out and I bought myself some pliers. I bought a little baby hammer because I can't use a big hammer because of the weight on my wrist. Oh, it's full of his tools. His screwdrivers are all in it. So see, this makes, for 1 tablespoon of each, it makes quite a lot. And you can do a lot of markers. 1, 2, 3. With my next batch of beads that I'm going to cut out. Where did I find the baby hammer? I think Walmart. It's really, I don't have it. It was right over here somewhere, but I don't see it. I can't see a whole lot of anything unless it's over here. No. But it's really cute. It's about that. It's a little bit bigger than this bottle, not by much, probably about by that much. And it's a Stanley hammer, because I know Stanley makes good tools. So I only buy Craftsman or Stanley if I can, but I don't mind buying stuff from Dollar Tree. 1, 2, 3. Like I bought my pliers from there. I bought the teeny weeny screwdriver set from there. Look like I'm waving. Hi. 2, 3. But I was going through this cabinet last night, and I forgot I had where I took that book apart last year, and let me finish these. I'm not going to ham me on myself. Anyway, it's big sheets of maps, and I thought, ooh, I could put these on my Cricut thing and just cut the beads out, and I thought that would be pretty. If you don't have glue, another way, when I was a kid, my mom would mix flour and water together and make a paste. That would probably work. Or if you have some double-sided sticky tape, just cut you some little bitty pieces, and you could use that. You just really want the end of the bead to hold until you can get clear nail polish. See where my son's used my markers? And I don't know how to fix that. It looks like it has a pom-pom on the end. Cool. Oh, this is, you know those really big beads I said I was going to make a bead roller for? I just used this skewer, and it was, I still only do one side at a time, but that worked perfect. And then when I go to put the clear nail polish on them, I'm just going to use this, space them out, and do it on there. But as long as you have anything round. Oh, I'll show you what my markers go in. One, two, three. I've got a box that my markers go in. And I'll put them back in that and store them in that overnight. And then tomorrow we'll test them to see how good they work. Oh, don't shake it without the lid on it, Goofy. What I'll do is after I put them all back in there, I'll sit them like that so that they can, one at a time, don't pull them all out. Don't get ahead of yourself. That way the ink can evenly distribute. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. I'm telling you, most of these tips last night were solid white. So I don't know what's going on. My friend last night, but it was too funny. She tried to make other friend think there was a dog behind her. Was it? But then it was. Oh, there's just those two. Both of those out. That's funny. You should have seen me when I got done doing all these last night. Oh my Lord. I looked like I had been dyeing papers or something. I had ink all over me. And like I said, she said you could lay them flat for a couple of hours, but overnight is best. So I'm not going to jump the gun. They're nice and flat. They're in this box. I'm going to stick that one back in there. And we will check them out tomorrow. And did I make my bead holder? No, I did not. I was too busy coloring. Now, I don't know how to save this. I wonder if I just put a piece of tape over it, if that'll be suffice. Yeah. And then I have to write on there what that is. Let's see. This is. Good Lord, I have my glasses on. Do you think I'm using them? No. I should have wrote re-inker. Oh well. I'll write that on there. If it'll stick where I got that glycerin on there. Oops. Whoa. Okay, I can't look at the computer with this. Oh, apparently I missed one last night. Let's see. That is funny. Hey, Mac. Sorry, my voice cracked. Let's try that again. Hello, Mac. It is a very, very lovely day. Oops, that's not going to work. Oh, well, it'll work. I can semi-read it. I know what it means. I'll fix it later. Since I'm not going to use those, I have my alcohol markers right here just to do this one. And I really like this purple, so I'm just going to do it purple. These alcohol ink markers smell like cucumbers. I don't know why. Even my husband said that last night. He asked me if I was eating cucumbers last night. I said, no, I'm using my alcohol inks. I said, I thought it was just me. Let's see. No, it didn't hurt, but it was funny. Let's see, I'm going to stick that there, and then I'll grab my alcohol. See, it won't come off the glass. So if you have like a window pane or something and you have alcohol ink and you want to make pretties on it, you can do that. And then you just take regular rubbing alcohol. And voila. It's all gone. So nifty. Do they have to be triangle shape or can they be more? No, they can be. If you do straight lines, you can still make a bead with straight lines. Now I'm going to show you what I normally keep my markers in. Okay. I have this small case, which goes in this case. And this was my mom's. And see, these are all my markers that still work. And then that's just some of my gel pens. I've got more. And then these are so much fun. Hoping that'll go in there. And this is just what I use in my coloring book. But things I got fun to play with. I should have done some of the beads in that last night. Oh, that's not going to work. Not gonna it. Maybe on that side? Oh, look, Goofy, if it didn't work on that side, it's not going to work on that side. Now, is it? I really didn't want to take these out of their case. If I do it, I will get this to work. I had this in here before. What did I do different? Oh, right. That has to lay flat like that. And then that. Then that. Then that. See? I knew I could do it. But this is a cake. You can put cakes or cupcakes in it, but this was what my mom used for all her arts and crafts stuff. Good Lord. Now just trying to get the stuff back in here. Right. I have to get that paper out for the other beads. Why is that not? Oh, it's because it's not on there. Well, that's why. Having a few issues here. Technical difficulties. Hold on. Okay. Whew. Now, I don't drink. I don't drink coffee. I thought that this would be cool to cut up and make beads. So I thought that would be really cool. And then I've got, I don't know who this is. I really don't care. But I've got sheet music too. I'm not going to use all of it for making beads out of. I wanted to use a couple. Don't tell me I'm buffering. Nope. We're not allowed to buffer. Nope, can't happen. Not allowed to buffer. And then I've got my Gamers magazine. I thought maybe I could find some cool pics in it. And I'm really not seeing any cool pics that I would want to cut up. I see more that I'd want to put in a journal. What's wrong with that cat? That's kind of funny. Okay. Warcraft 3 shows you how old this is. I used to play WoW. I don't play WoW anymore. It costs too much. There's Fallout, Resident Evil 2. But yeah, I thought some of these would make some cool. There's this used bookstore that I go to sometimes, and they have a free bin. And in their free bin, they had a ton of sheet music. These little books. This one says The Kingdom Heirs Going On with the Song. I don't know. Oh. Huh. No, he sang and wrote these. Okie dokie.